Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, Alfapiomega. Today's update is not coming or being recorded on Saturday or Sunday as usual, but on Wednesday because I was gone during the weekend. For this I can show you both the Saturday match and the Wednesday match. We lost the friendly against some random team, Asturka. I actually don't know who they are. They're in the 5th division, and they're the last one, so they're probably gonna go away. And the last week we played against Yemot. If anyone is looking for friendlies, I'm wide open. I sent out some requests this week and last week, but nobody really accepted them. So if you guys are looking for one, just let me know. Anyway, the victory against Iziport Valmes is not a really big thing, because when we look at the series, they're gone as well. Iziport Valmes was run by Adam Sokol, whose latest login is 6 weeks ago, so he's gonna drop out very soon too. So that's 2 this season, Mrzasnice and Iziport Valmes. Sadly, that's the reality of it. Anyway, next week we are playing against Rakosnice, which I intend to win. I still think we have a shot at 3rd place in this series. It's going to be kind of tough though, because when you look at how we're doing now, we have the same amount of points as Rakosnice. However, next week we are going to probably win against them, which should give us not only a huge amount of points, but also I don't know, these are like sub scores. I don't know what these are called. GFGA. It's basically the score for goals given and goals had, I think. Not entirely sure. Anyway, why I'm speaking about this is because we will most likely win against Rakosnice and then lose against Odry and Molpe City, and then win against Mrzasnice. While Rakosnice will lose against us, then lose against Molpe City, but then they play against Iziport and Mechon Kapradi. So they have 2 victories, 2 easy victories, and 2 heavy losses. While we will have 1 easy victory, I'm not even sure if we will win actually, but it's very likely in my opinion, and 2 defeats. So I'm not sure how this is going to really go. It depends on how many goals they will score and how many goals we will score. Of course, if we manage to have a draw with one of these teams, either Molpe City or Odry City, it would be genius. I don't think that's gonna happen though, because when you look at the fans, they rate us very high against Rakosnice, but they rate Odry City and Molpe City very high against us. So I really think it's not gonna go our way. We would have to be really lucky, and usually Hattrick tends to screw me over when it comes to these close matches. So whatever happens, I tried, guys. I really tried. Anyway though, the fan club is still growing. You can see that. Our finances are really doing well. We have 11,109,032 Czech crowns. After the update, it's gonna happen on Friday. The expenses are really good when you think about the fact that we usually have about 7.5 million income on the week when we play on our turf. So that's pretty decent. As far as players go, we had some boosts. This is just the other players that I hired as a help to our team losing skills. David Borgas is now outstanding in playmaking, which is really good. By the way, I received a message telling me that I really shouldn't sell my players until they get to 21. I understand why you say that. The matter of fact, though, is that I have a couple of players like Goma Tesler or Václav Balon that I just wanted for a short term. They never were meant to be long term. And if I manage to sell them well, that's an important thing in this. If I manage to sell them well with a profit, it might be useful or possible for me to actually get better and younger trainees, like for example Karol Bartowiak, because I will have the money at the end of the season. I will have around maybe 30 million if I sell them well, maybe even 4, so that could be for 1 or 2. How much did we get Karol for? I think that was a really cheap buy. Yeah, 17 million. He originally sold for 35 and we got him for 17, and now he's worth what? Now he's worth, yeah, 22. So we really had a good buy on him, and for example, he will be a great player for us. But you know, I'm still thinking about this. I think that selling them would not be such a mistake, but I understand why you guys say so. But I have way too many trainees already. When you look at that, there's just way too many. And you know, Daniel Sinda and Zdzislaw Mosler and these guys, they just have to go because they're way too old. So I think I will sell these two anyway, Daniel Sinda and Zdzislaw Mosler. What is he? He's 20 and 48 now. We bought him for 8 million and his price now would be around 40. So that would be pretty good. No transfers found. Oh, he's our own. And he would sell for about 13. So that would be 40. Around 40 to 50 for both of them. Even more if they sell well. So that's definitely worth, you know, investing in some trainees. So if I sell those, I could get 2 very good trainees. And if I sell the Balon and Gometasvar, I could get even more. It depends really on what happens, but I'd like to know your opinions if there are some more experienced players. What do you think about selling these guys? I should really have a plan for when the season is over, because it's not that far away. Anyway, that's for fans, finances, and players. Plus, we covered the series. Now, we also covered training, but what I want to speak about is the youth team. I am actually very happy that I hired the third scout. I think that I'm actually not sure about this. I think you can have more than 3, and when I have the chance, I will get the 4th one. The reason for this is that since I got the 3, I managed every week to get a young player. Now I'm gonna go with what my mentor told me once, that if you get a player that is 15, you always get him, and if you get a player that is 16 and, you know, around 16 and he's good, you get him as well. You can see that the average for my team is going really lower. We got 2 guys that are 15 now and a couple that are 16. I fired several, so now the oldest one is at 17 and 65 days, which we're gonna fire very soon. Though the fun fact is that we are now running low. We're missing a guy. So on Friday I'm gonna scout one more and add him to the team. Hopefully he's gonna be 15 or tops 16, you know, to make this. I think that the work with the scouts is really important. You have to. I had bad streaks of luck, you know, before. I got people who were 16, nearly 17 most of the time. And now, since I got, I think Philip Hora is the guy that I got last. You called Philip 4 days ago. Yeah, I think he's the guy. So once I got him, I always get like 17, 16, and he got me a 15-year-old guy. So that's what I'm happy about, because if we manage to get this to around, say, 15 to 16 average, we might even not sell these players. We might keep some of them and use them as our own trainees. That would be the perfect goal. And when I train them a bit, I could sell them. You know, that seems really good. For example, Igor Hervert seemed like a guy that if his winger isn't all that bad, he could be a trainee. No, he has no special skill. So yeah, maybe not. but you get what I'm, you know, speaking about. Anyway, that's all for this week from Hattrick. I hope your teams are doing well as well. I got you guys set here in the monitor, and I'll see you folks next time with some more Hattrick.